bought vision board stuff, put it on my wall, nice board. Went and found all the fancy magazines, cut out bits that I wanted. I wanted to date a very good-looking hunky guy. I think I had a picture of Idris Elba, which was ridiculous because I don't fancy him anymore. Actually, I've moved on. I'm like that. But at the time, oh, I fancied him. Hiya, my lovelies. Welcome again to my channel. Hope you guys are doing very well. Well, first of all, I'd like to say welcome on board to all our new subscribers. I see you guys and I really appreciate it. To get to know me further, I've got all my links to all my social media platform in the description box below. Let me know when you follow me, say that you found me on YouTube and you're subscribed to me, and I'll follow you straight back. I'd like you to get to know me as much as I would like to get to know you. If you haven't subscribed and you're a visitor, please can you do me a favor and hit that subscription button? You might get to like me as we go along. Get your friends and we can all be friends, and the more the merrier on this platform. Also, I would like your opinion on the subject that I'm going to be discussing today. Please don't leave it just to me. I want it to be really interactive. I want you to tell me what you think. The subject I'm going to talk about is quite sensitive, but I want to talk about it. I feel that God has put it in my heart, and also out of my testimony and my experience, to talk about this, and I will talk about it, but I want to hear what you think. So make sure you're commenting below. Keep it respectful. Obviously, we all have different opinions because we're all different people, and that's what makes us absolutely unique and wonderful. Okay, straight into it. Now, vision board, as you would have seen in the title, I don't do them anymore. So why is everyone doing vision board? Because vision board is cool, it's sexy, people like it, it's very modern, but no one is promoting prayers, because once you mention, oh, I pray, people will think, oh, do you pray? Isn't that like a medieval practice? Guys, you need to wake up. Don't be led astray, because obviously we are in the beginning of the year. People want to be successful, people want to do well, and that's absolutely wonderful. We want to set goals and we want to achieve them. I mean, I'm looking around and I'm seeing lots of vision board thing floating around, and some of my favorite content creators are selling it as well. The other day I was watching CCME and I absolutely love her. I follow her on Instagram and I'm subscribed to her channel because she is an amazing, gorgeous Nigerian YouTuber doing it big. And also Big Shaq, the things go skarara, pa, 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 pa. I love him to bits. He's so funny. Both of them are my favorites. And do you know what? CCMA was talking about vision board. Big Shaq, Michael Michael, can't remember how to pronounce his surname, but I just know him as Big Shot, was also promoting vision board and how he wanted to have millions of subscribers on YouTube and posted it on the vision board. And CCME, as soon as I saw the vision board and she was going to be teaching how she does her vision board, I was like, CCME, I love you so much, but I'm not watching your vision board. It's rubbish. So I just moved on. Now, as of last year I gave my life to Christ. Prior to that, I mean, I've always been a Christian, but I was forced to go to church. I was born in Catholic church, you know. It was, I mean, I loved God, but it was sort of like a routine for me. I didn't really have that close relationship with Christ like I have now. I'm not saying that I'm a perfect Christian. I'm not saying that I'm the best one. You know, I still regard myself as a baby Christian, but God has given me quite a lot for somebody who only just gave their life to Christ. So I'm going to explain this to you. Prior to becoming a born-again Christian, which I am going to proudly call myself, I dabbled into New Age because I was looking for something that was missing in my life. I was seeking something spiritual. I didn't want to go the religious route because I felt like I've always been religious. I didn't really understand that I could actually have a relationship with Christ rather than the religious normal things that you do, even though I went to church every Sunday. So I thought, oh, I like the idea of New Age. New Age is really cool, it's very attractive, and I thought, oh, I like to be able to do more for myself. My power, I want to achieve. And in fact, one of my videos when I turned 40, you will hear me reference that I wanted to be close to God I don't even know if I mentioned God, that I wanted to be spiritually stronger without a religion. That was when I started reading New Age books and I started doing meditation. In fact, one meditation that I did around full moon time frightened the life out of me. And at that point, I thought, I did not fancy the universe thing. Put it out to the universe give back to you. And I thought, well, why am I asking the universe to give me stuff when I can go directly to the one who created the universe? And you know, for me, I'm very analytical and I think about everything and I go, well, I'm not sure about this, but I will tell you now that I fancied New Age movement. It was really lovely. And I at the time, before I came to Christ, and I did vision board. I'm deviating now, so I need to go straight to vision board. And I did that vision board as well. I bought crystals, you know, God being God. And this is why I believe that my calling to Christ is because Christ really wants me to come to him, because I was moving away. I was just going somewhere else and God just kept on bringing me to him. And I prayed and I sat in my living room praying one day and I began to speak in tongues. I've got a link to that testimony and I will come up. Make sure you watch that video. It's incredible. And I've continued to speak in tongues. Anyways, vision board. I went and bought vision board stuff, put it on my wall, nice board. Went and found all the fancy magazines, cut out bits that I wanted. I wanted to date a very good-looking honky guy. I think I had a picture of Idris Elba, which was ridiculous because I don't fancy him anymore. Actually, I've moved on. I'm like that. But at the time, oh, I fancied him. And I cut him out, I put him there, put a house out, put quite a few things out on this board, and yeah, nothing manifested. I mean, in some of the videos, people will tell you, I'll teach you how to vision board. Now, nothing manifested at the time that I wanted. There were things that I put on that board that were more important than those things I've just called out, which I would like to keep private, okay, guys? Nothing manifested until I began to pray to God. And I began to pray about the things that I wanted. And in fact, when I got deeper in Christ and started to pray about the things that I wanted, I looked at my vision board and I thought to myself, this is a complete joke. Why am I doing a vision board when I can pray? Now, this is where my problem lies. Some of you Christians are doing vision board and no one is teaching you how to pray for the things that you want. And the Bible said that we must pray. Prayer is a big part of my life at the moment. My children know. I am proud to call myself a praying mom. I am constantly praying. And even if I go a day without talking to God, I feel really bad about it. I know that God doesn't hate it that I haven't spoken to him. I just feel bad because it's something that I enjoy doing and I like that relationship with God. So I try to bring myself back to praying. My problem with vision board is that people are buying into sticking bits of cut out magazine pages on the board, maybe not follow it through, or maybe just stand there and wish that it will happen, rather than putting in hard work into what you want. And before you do that, speak to God. God is there and he's available to us. Prayer is so important, guys. I don't think I'm doing this topic any justice because I'm not very good at telling stories, but I can tell you guys, 2017 was challenging, but I was also blessed richly. Now, why did that happen? As the enemy was attacking me, I was firing prayers. I was praying in the morning. There was even a time that I was praying 6 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 o'clock in the evening. I was doing these prayers all the time. And as the enemy was attacking me and taking things away, God was replacing. Guys, I don't know how to tell you this. It was supposed to be a terrible year of my absolute failure, and God lifted me. It was supposed to be a year of shame. God lifted me. And I achieved all of that through prayers. No one is telling us how to pray, but I tell you what, prayer is the most powerful thing that you can do for yourself. If you want to achieve a house, for example, don't just pin it on the board and say, oh, I'm doing a vision board, especially if you're a Christian. It is not a Christian practice. A Christian practice is to, if you want, you could write what you want on a paper. Don't cut out any magazine pages and put on the wall. Put it on a paper or in a book. I have a book where I write prayers. I write my dreams. In fact, The board that I used to use for my vision board, I've written prayers and I've stuck on it instead of cutting out Idris Elba and co and putting them there. So, and I could look at this prayer and I will keep praying them. I put affirmations from God, biblical affirmation, what God says about me on the board, and I've started to put it on my Instagram. By the way, check out my Instagram, because I put like a quote, speaking life into me, speaking goodness into me, because that's what God wants for me. So I speak that. When you speak that into yourself, and make sure you follow Christian biblical route, and I'm going to spell it out: vision board, law of attraction. It's not very Christian, and you've got to be careful. You do not ask for things to come from the universe or from any other source apart from God. What I'm trying to say is that you put in hard work into what it is that you want to achieve. Then you pray about it.